What's up, Buttercups? Today I want to speak about duality, and specifically duality within ourselves. Because when we have this within us, it is utter chaos and utter confusion. We don't know where to go. We don't know which way to turn. We don't know what decision is going to be for our best. We can see it multiple ways. We are not seeing one thing. We are seeing multiple things, which adds to this confusion, adds to this storm within us that's brewing. And then it manifests out into the physical, into chaos and confusion. And we will attract relationships that are chaotic and confusing. And that doesn't have to be romantic. It can be coworkers, it can be neighbors, it can be siblings, family, all kinds of different manifestations will come out because of this chaos and confusion within us. So what do we have to do to stop all of this chaos and confusion? Because who else is tired of it, right? It's torturous. It's absolutely torturous that you want to do one thing, but your body doesn't behave that way. You find yourself, let's say, dieting, and you want to do certain things on your diet, eat certain foods, and donuts is out of the question. Donuts is not on your diet list. And so your first 4 days, you done well. You did the exercise that you wanted to do, that you set your goal for. You ate what was on the appropriate list, and then day 4 rolls around and you're at the refrigerator eating donuts and cheesecake and anything else that you can scarf down, because your body was not in alignment with the decision to abruptly stop eating those kinds of foods. Your mind was, and you believed your mind and you went with that decision, but your body wasn't on board. The body said, no, I'm addicted. I'm supposed to have sugar in me. I'm used to eating donuts every morning. I'm used to candy bars. I'm used to sugar, coffee, all of this. And you're just going to stop? And you're not even going to ask me my opinion on this? So the first time that you're unaware and that you're not on top of it, unconsciously, you're gonna be eating sugar. You're gonna eat snacks, you're gonna eat donuts, whatever was not on your list of things that you can eat. It doesn't take long till that one moment when you're unaware and you're not on the page, you're not on what you're supposed to be doing. It happens so easy. I found myself in those kind of situations all the time, and as soon as I'd look down and I'm eating, and I couldn't even believe I was doing it after all the effort, all the motivation, all the self-talk. I'm over here. The one time I was unaware, I was talking to my daughter, and conversating with her, focusing on the conversation, not realizing what my body was doing. My body went over there and got snacks. I had little Oreo packs laid out in our little snack bar and grabbed one, was eating it, and then noticed, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Well, my body was not in alignment. My body did not agree with that executive decision that I thought that I made, and it rebelled. And so what I have found is any decision in life, this doesn't just go with diet, this can go for career, what's in best alignment for your career, what's in best alignment for your love life, what things are in alignment for you. What things do you want out of a relationship? Is that relationship providing that for you? Are you able to provide that for the relationship? Being on the same page, being in alignment with them as well. Are you goals? What goals do you guys have as a couple? What direction are you heading towards? What things do you guys want to accomplish? Where do you want to go? There's so many things that you need to figure out as a couple. What direction are you heading? Are you building momentum towards that direction to help humanity and serve people? There's lots of ways that you can use this, but anytime your mind, body, or spirit is not on the same page as everyone else, you're going to have this duality within you. This is the yes and the no. This is the physical and the spiritual. This is the masculine and the feminine energy. There is a duality within us. And when that duality is fighting for the control or the decision, then you're going to find utter chaos, confusion, a huge storm brewing, and it's going to manifest into your physical reality as chaos and confusion within your relationship dynamics, whether it's coworkers, siblings, family, lovers, wives, children, friends. It doesn't matter. That's what's going to manifest, because that's what's going on within you, is utter chaos and confusion. And it feels torturous is the only word that I can come up with. It feels terrible. It's you want the light at the end of the tunnel. You're ready to get out of it. It's no fun being drowned by a storm constantly. Like, when is it gonna let up? When is the wind gonna stop beating at you? You've went through the storm long enough, and it's like in the Bible where they wandered for 40 years. They were just wandering in the desert. They couldn't find anything, and it's just like, enough's enough. And I feel like we're getting to this point where people are feeling like enough is enough. I can't take it anymore. I'm sick of it. I can't take the chaos. I'm tired of it. What do we need to do to get rid of the chaos? Well, first of all, is to become aware that there is chaos. So you've gotten that far. So I'm proud and congratulations. You realize there is chaos and you don't want to be a part of it anymore. You're tired of it. It is using so much of your energy that could be used to create beautiful things in this world if you had the love and support, but you don't have it. It's lacking. So what you have to do is become aware that this confusion and chaos exists within you, and then redirect it and turn it around. So when you find yourself making a decision in life, any decision, let's use the food one. Okay, you want to go to a diet that has certain foods on it and donuts is not included. So you have to ask yourself, mind, what is your opinion on this? What do you feel? Well, the mind thinks that sugar speeds it up and then slows it down. It crashes, and then it overthinks on sugar, and it overanalyzes on sugar, and it gets kind of foggy on sugar. So it's not thinking that it wants sugar. It's actually like, no, I don't want that anymore. And then you ask the body, and the body says, well, I really, really like sugar and I'm addicted. But I don't like that it makes me tired. It makes me sluggish. I feel really great for a moment, and then I crash, and the crash doesn't feel so well. And, actually, now that I think about it, I'm not on the same page. I don't want to have sugar. However, I know that I'm addicted, and I would like to wean off of it. Maybe not drop it cold turkey. And then you ask your spirit, and your spirit may say, well, it blocks messages from coming through, because I don't have the energy to get the message, or over analyzing and over in my mind because of it. So, I can't speak to the different parts that I want to reach. And so you really sit with this and you think, okay, I have taken all of these opinions into consideration. And I am going to make the executive decision to not have donuts, not have cheesecake, not scarf down snacks and sugar. But I am going to take into consideration the body's proposition of weaning off of it. So I'm going to give myself a week, and I'm only going to eat one snack a day. And then the next week, every other day, then eventually quit. I'm going to allow myself the time. I'm going to have patience. I'm going to forgive myself and comfort myself and realize what I am doing is a change, and it does take time to make changes. Rome was not built in a day, but it can be built. Right? The 1,000-mile journey can happen. You just have to take a step, and you just keep stepping. It didn't happen in one day, but it eventually will, as long as you are putting the effort towards it. Daily, consistent effort towards it. You will eventually change. And then you've weaned off the sugar, so the body's on board. The body didn't really feel like that was a harsh way to go. It felt heard. It felt acknowledged. It felt validated. You took its opinions into consideration. Your mind feels better. It's not as foggy. And your soul feels better. And so everybody was in alignment. So it's almost as though if you even got tempted by those donuts, you didn't even want them, because why would you want that? That's just something that is not for your best good. That's what you feel like anyway, because everybody's on board. And so when you come into that alignment, executive decisions can be made. And once those decisions are made, you can start building momentum and getting the boulder rolling and building and creating and doing more. You know, you started out eating snacks every day. Now you're not eating this sugar. Now you're going to other foods. And you learn recipes, and you learn how to, you actually cook with food. It's not convenience anymore. It used to be convenience food. You just grab and go, not even know where your food came from or what it really tasted like. You throw it in the microwave and eat it, and you never really spent any time with food. But now you're finding that without all of this processed food, you're actually spending time with it, and you enjoy it. So there's lots of benefits of coming into alignment, because you can actually get the ball rolling towards things that you want to achieve in this life. But you have to take the moment to sit back and figure out what alignment means to you, and what decisions and which ways do you want to go. Some people, and alignment's different to everybody, some people may want to start a family and want to settle down and want to be in one location. And then in alignment for someone else is to not be in one location. They want a relationship where they can travel everywhere. You know, they're not restricted. They don't want to feel that restrictiveness. One's not right and one's not wrong. It's just whatever is best for you. And that's why it's also important to come into alignment in relationships and have the same goals and have the same direction and go along with each other. It's this creation relationships that we're heading towards, where it's goal oriented and there's good to come from it. What do you want to accomplish? Why are you here? What is your life mission? What is your purpose? What can you do together? How can you bring your energies together and do even more? Because I know that when you have that support and you have that pick me up and you have that person that's like, you got this, babe, you can do this. Like, on the days you don't feel like doing it, you got this, let's do this together. When you have that type of motivating support in these relationships, the sky's the limit. You can go as far as you want. And you slowly, I've used this hot air balloon example a lot, but really when you're not in alignment, you have all of these weights on you. Because you have this side, it's everything in our lives, like Democrat, Republican, there's just two sides feuding, and it nothing ever gets accomplished because there's all that fighting and that fussing and that arguing and I'm right. And then, the mind, when it's in control, it's making sure you're starving the body of the sugar. And when the body is in control, it's making sure you're devouring it. And the mind is unaware. It's kind of like, it just reminds me of like Little Red Riding Hood and the wolf. She was just so unaware, but he was, not for her best and highest good. So anyways, if you resonated with this video, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next video. Mwah.